Listen up, sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest new European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the table. Sign up at BetUS.com today to get into the action. BetUS, where the game begins.
What's up, everybody?
What's good, man?
Show. What's up, bud?
How you feeling today, man?
Dude, I'm freaking pumped, man. We got
today,
a lot happening.
Yeah, there's a lot going down. There's a lot to talk about today, man. What's up, Anthony, in the comments? What's good, bro? We got a lot on the agenda. We're gonna start off with some football today, man. I don't feel like football be getting no love lately. The NBA kind of done took over with all that drama going on right now, man. So, well, first, what anything you want to talk about the Ravens? Any updates with the Ravens you want to give, Matt?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't really heard anything today. You got some breaking news or something?
No. I'm just asking.
Yeah,
I mean, the last thing I heard about y'all was the last thing I heard about y'all was about Trent Richardson. I mean, not Trent Richardson, Trent Simpson. My bad. And them basically just saying they feel like he fits real good for, he's a Ravens type player. Basically, is what they were saying. They feel like he's a Ravens type player, so he got that dog in him. So
I mean,
get into some. Oh, go ahead.
If you want some highlights, all right. So Justin Madubuike, he's looking awesome. All right, and I know Darion ain't gonna like this shit, but Nelson Aguilar, he's been so far.
You gonna make him come up here, man? Talking about some Nelson.
Hey, listen to me. When they write a whole article and they make a whole video about it, it's got to be said.
I mean, okay. I mean, Braxton Berrios just got a whole article. They say he might be the number 3 receiver in the Dolphins this year, but we gonna see.
And then Adafe away. Oh, boy.
Oh yeah, I like Adafe.
Like, look, this is him just making a break.
Fans, nothing more to say. Thank you. Who is Terry in the comments? That's what I'm talking about, man. Fans up, man. We gotta put that up. We gotta put that in there, man. Come on now. She know what time it is, man.
Oh yeah.
So today, man, we're gonna get into a little bit NFL topic. So the first NFL topic is go over some position battles. Talk about who we might think possibly can win these position battles, how it might fin out. So the first people they had on there, the first group they had on there was the quarterbacks in San Francisco. So they got Brock Purdy, they got Trey Lance, and then they got Sam. Who you got starting?
Brock Purdy. It's Brock Purdy's job to lose. Listen, until he goes out there and he stinks it up, it's his job. You know what I mean? It's his job. I don't care. Listen, you ain't going to tell me that one of these guys are going to replicate what he was doing at the end of last year into the playoffs. Let's be honest. So, like I said, I said this before, it is 100% Brock Purdy's job to lose. If he goes in the preseason and he shits the bed, and in practice he shits the bed, then of course they're probably going to go with Trey Lance or Darnold. But now the competition between Sam Darnold and Trey Lance, that's going to be what we need to look for in the preseason.
Okay.
I want to see which one plays better, because Trey Lance needs to be better than Sam Darnold to keep his position.
Most definitely. I feel like he needs to get better in general. It's like, bro, you've been a kind of like backup quarterback on this team for a minute, bro. Like, what you want to do? You got to start putting in some work. But I guess he didn't take that many snaps. I think how many snaps does he average? How many snaps does Trey Lance has took 262 snaps. And yeah, Brock Purdy has. You said what?
Is most of that preseason?
No, that's regular season snap counts for 2021 and 2022.
Okay,
he took 262 snaps. Yeah, Purdy got 380, and then of course Sam Darnold with 3,500. So I can see. I see Purdy starting too, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
see
mean,
Purdy starting.
yeah. Again, if we're looking at what we've seen from all of these guys, no, I'm sorry, I'm going with Purdy. I'm going with Purdy because even at Sam Darnold's best in the NFL, he Purdy has shown better signs than he has. And again, and this
Yeah,
is an
9 games.
offense.
Purdy got
So
1,300 yards in 9 games. Is crazy, bro. But then, okay, I got a question for you though.
so now
Can you blame?
you got a
Can you
full off.
blame? You said what?
I said, and you got a full off season now. So you got a full off season for
Oh
Purdy.
yeah, and
Like,
that's what D-Hop been preaching that a lot, man. Full off season, full
and
off season.
has one of the easiest systems in the NFL. It's easy. It's easy. Now, don't get me wrong; it can get complicated. Certain, you know what I mean. Certain things he does, but I'm saying as a scheme, it's super easy. He runs a West Coast offense. It's you know what I mean. Like, yeah, he's got a bunch of cool shit he does with it, but again, like as your base system, it's nice.
Okay. So we're gonna go to the receivers with the Giants. I don't even know if you know a lot of these guys. I mean, I know Paris Campbell, got that drafted Hyatt, but so the receivers, and we got Isaiah Hodgins, we got Darius Slayton, we got Paris Campbell, Jalen Hyatt, Sterling Shepard, Jamison Crowder. Let's go to who's your number one and number two receiver out the bunch.
Okay. I'm probably gonna go with Slayton and Shepard, with Paris and
Mm,
Crowder as
mm.
my options.
I like that. I like. And you broke that down. I like that.
I'm putting the big bodies on the outside. That's what you want to do. You want to be able to force them to put one of their bigger, better cornerbacks on the outside. If you know what I mean, like if you're moving coverages around, and I mean, imagine Jamison Crowder with an up and post move. Just that one.
Protect the Shield. What's good, bro? What's good? Shout out to Protect the Shield
Hey, what's
podcast.
up, brother? What's up?
I like that because I was gonna go them same, and I was definitely gonna say either Paris or Jameson in the slot. I like Paris a lot. I know about Jameson, but I like that. I like the way you broke that down. So
But
what do you?
Jameson in the slot is such a like, dude. That's a sneaky move. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for real. Like, yeah, he might not be as fast as he used to be, but he's still quick as shit. And you're not going to tell me 5 steps off the ball with a one cut. Like, dude, he's going to do that in 3 seconds. How many cornerbacks are going to be able to play press and hold him off that? There's not that many. Like for the Ravens, thankfully, we got Kyle Hamilton for that 6-foot guy who's going to snatch that ball. But you know, it's not many
the Swiss
teams have
Army
that.
knife.
Yeah, not many people have that luxury of having a guy that can do that. So there are going to be games where, dude, he's going to show off. He's definitely going to show off.
Okay.
Hodgins,
So the Dolphins,
like,
of course. Let's see what Hodges. I don't really know a lot about Hodges. I heard some about him last year.
I've seen him on
I don't
Madden.
really know a lot.
I've seen him on Madden, but other than
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean? Like,
That's crazy. We both kind of say that's like where I really heard about him. Like somebody might grab him on bad or something. But okay, he has played for the Bills and the Giants. He had 392 yards last year, 37 receptions, 4 touchdowns.
that's not bad touchdown production. He got 4 touchdowns with 300 yards. That's not bad. Especially with like third, fourth option guys like that. Those aren't bad numbers.
Yeah, and I think I don't know. He might have got hurt or something. I think he might have been hurt before. I'm not really sure the situation, but that's not bad. That's not bad. But then you got Hyatt coming in there, man. The Rook. He coming to steal some shine. You don't think he?
So what happened? Okay, so what if you swap out Crowder as the third outside receiver, like when you need to swap out, and you put Hodgins in the slot?
Yeah, 6'4".
I mean, off of those numbers,
Yeah, 210.
it looks like you can do some damage. Whether it's doing curl routes, whether it's doing comebacks, whether you know what I mean, you're doing zags, whatever. Like putting him in the slot, he sounds like he can get some yak.
Yeah, he was catching that ball 48 targets, 37 receptions. So yeah, I can see him on the outside, 6'4", 210. He probably fast. The Giants got a lot of fast receivers right now. Who was we got? Anthony Price was good. Anthony was good.
I ain't gonna lie though. I like Slayton and Shepard as a duo, and it's crazy
Yeah,
because
now you killed that.
most people don't. Like I've heard them call. Well, okay, I'll say this: a lot of Giants fans are fickle. At one minute they'll like somebody, the next minute they won't. So, not all, but most of the Giants fans I know. I know our one buddy that comes on here. He's a Giants fan, so I know
Oh,
he'd be able to set me pretty straight on Giants info.
all right. So
Uh,
the next
no.
one, the Dolphins, man, the running backs. This for all OTA. So we got Raheem Mostert, of course. We got Jeff Wilson, Devon A Chain. So I'm gonna skip it straight. Go to A Chain. I feel like A Chain could be a rookie of the year if we don't pick up Dalvin Cook. I know we offer him today. Well, rumors are we offer him today, but
Mhm.
if we don't pick up A Chain, I see him starting. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I see him starting. I can see him starting. I see them cut. I can see them if we do sign Dalvin. I can see them cutting Wilson just to keep A Chain. Like I feel like he's that much. I feel like he's a starter. I feel like he's a starter. He gonna be.
How
They
many
say he's
yards did
been A Chain. He went to Texas A&M. Let me see.
So he's a rookie.
Yeah, he's a rookie. Devon A Chain.
So what about Mostert?
I can see Mostert getting some burn. I can see Mostert backing him up though. I'm not gonna lie. That A Chain can catch out the backfield. He's like, I feel like a more younger version of Mostert. Now he's a lot smaller, but man, I've been tuned into him all yeah. So he's 5'9", 185 pounds. Let's see what he had. What the
185.
Texas 185. He had
What's his 40 time?
oh no, he was fast as hell. Let me check it out real quick. I forgot. I think it was like four. I think it was a four. I don't want to say. I don't want to. Let me not misquote. Let me not misquote. Let's see if I know my stuff. Yeah, he had okay 4.3. If he ran a 4.3. I want to say 4.2, but it was 4. So if you watch, he can run the ball, catch the ball. Like he's not scared of contact. He's not like one of them little guys. Like bro, I see him starting, bro. Zay Flowers and Odell Beckham, they might be. If Tua didn't get hurt, wild prediction: Zay Flowers will be number 1 by week 4. Anthony Price, man, I told Mac, man, we got to make him a believer in Zay Flowers, man. I think he tired of the little receivers though over there. I think he
I
tired
mean,
of it, man.
listen. Like I said, just talking about receivers makes me upset as a Ravens fan because it's like, bro, you had DK Metcalf on the board, on the damn board. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, but you don't think y'all recruit now? Y'all got Odell, picked up Zay. I mean, the running back situation I could feel, but
Man, listen,
y'all made some
if we had
moves.
DK, if we would have drafted DK, do you understand? Like, come on, bro. We would have been a wide receiver revamped a few years ago. We could have got Odell back before the Browns really got their hands on him. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but again, it didn't matter because we had a horrible offensive coordinators. All of them were horrible.
And we're not gonna do no Tua slander in here, man. Come on, man, Anthony.
Hold on.
Not,
The only reason you could call him trash is because he's injury. He's had the injury.
yeah, like, and thank you, man. And matter of fact, this is crazy.
He has done very, very well. Come on,
This is crazy. So people know. So people know this is not just cap, and then I really just be keeping up with this, right? So, and Tua had 13 starts last year, threw for 3,000 yards. Said he was the only quarterback in Miami to do that since Matt Ryan. What he logged 112 passer rate in the red zone, third down 130. Like,
you said Matt Ryan,
bro,
you mean Patrick?
Oh no, Tannehill. Matter of fact, Tannehill is what I mean. I got that mixed up. Yeah, Tannehill, not Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, I don't think did he ball like that in Miami?
I mean, he balled out a few places. What you mean? He had a lot of.
Obviously, yeah, he balled out everywhere. But see, I feel like he was getting like the Superman role. Like this team asks you come in, you do something. It's like, but I can't take nothing away from that boy, man. He a legend.
Man,
I got to get his book.
Magic was something.
I need his Buccaneers jersey most definitely.
Like
Tua knows how to land. Watch out. Tua's gonna be good this year, man. He got the new helmet. I don't know if y'all heard about it, but they tested him out with a new helmet. He done put on some weight this year in OTAs, bro. He gonna be all right this year. We grabbing some linemen. That's all we kind of been focused on. Besides the Dalvin Cook thing, is getting the line right. All the other pieces we have, we got all the other pieces.
You know what they need to do? They need to hire a guy that just runs around with one of them big ass foam pads, and every time Tua goes, he just throws that motherfucker under Tua.
Just throw it down.
There you go. There you go.
All right, so we had an article, man. I wanted to get into. I know you
want
want CBS.
Y'all got my money? Hold on. Hold the motherfucking phone.
We stole that. We stole that from the Jets. We signed. So I think that was in the summer, and I think we signed him. I think they signed him. I think he's a free agent. Because I remember when that happened, when it went down, I'm like, people don't even realize.
Okay.
I mean,
nah, bro, he can manage the game.
He's a GOAT player. Thank you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And especially when we talk about all those threats, and that's why I feel with them building up the line. Just in case Tua goes down, if the line is built up right, we got running backs, we got receivers, we can make something shake, bro. I don't want to say it like that, but push come to shove, our defense holds up. I'm not saying it like that, but I'm just saying that worst come worst scenario, our defense holds up. Like it's gonna be tough to beat that defense. I feel like
what's his name? Mike what?
What's my guy? Vic? We just signed Vic.
No,
I thought we had Vic. We got Vic Fangio now.
Huh? No.
Oh, Mike Daniels.
Miami.
Mike McDaniels.
There you go.
Is Mike McDaniels, ladies
I knew
and
it was
gentlemen.
Mike something. I knew it was Mike something.
Yeah, Mike McDaniels is the head coach for the Miami Dolphins. But I'm back, y'all. I couldn't get y'all no NFL trivia in time, but I do have 4 NBA trivia for y'all.
The Tua gets hurt. Mike White is good to carry the team. I've been telling people sleep, man. They just want to keep saying, "Oh, Tua."
You said carry a team.
That's all they can say. Yeah, I mean, I want to say carry like that, like in that. And that
well,
carry, like,
Mike White isn't going to carry that.
You break it up a little bit, brother. You break it up.
Is what
Boog is breaking up, ladies and gentlemen. So,
but yeah, no, Boog agreed with me earlier when I said it. Like literally, he can manage the shit out of the game. What's up, RC?
RC, what's going on? What's going on? But what we talking about, man? What we talking about?
Well,
I'm letting Bud take over the show today. So I mean, what we talking about?
We just got done.
I'm good now. I'm good now.
Yeah.
You good? You good?
All right. So we was gonna do the CBS top positions. They had to drop the article today about the top positions. I wanted to go over them and see, what do y'all think? Because it's kind of the top 10 team is crazy already within itself.
So is it top 10 teams, the best 10 teams in the league? Is what you're saying?
Look, man, I feel like y'all keep going to CBS just to piss me off, man.
Okay, so these are the top 10 teams in the league, is what you're saying.
I kind of did. Yeah. Well, we have to. Let me correct it. The top 10 teams with offensive position groups. The offensive position groups.
Okay, let's get into that. I would love to hear this.
Okay, so the Falcons is the number 10 team. They're the number 10 team, and they said their backfield is top 10.
I understand it.
It's backfield.
I understand it, but it's still unproven. I don't know how you put the number 10 when it's unproven. I understand you got the potential with Bijan Robinson. You got the understand. You got the potential in Bijan Robinson. You got the potential with their running back core, but you still got an unproven Desmond Ritter.
Algier.
You got to see if this is just by position for the running backs, correct? Just for this one, for number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
So
one, just
I think it's a little bit too high. I think it's too much high
Yeah.
expectations. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too high expectations for that for that position already for the Falcons.
What
you saying? What you saying, Mac? Because I know you, whatever you eating, you waiting for it to finish so you can say.
I mean, I'm a little baffled
for sure. Yeah,
I'm a little baffled. I just feel like there's wide receivers, running backs, tight ends that could definitely rival that group, and especially hitting the head on what you said. They're unproven. So again, reach.
Come on to number 9, man. Let's do that.
I agree with y'all. No, I agree with y'all, but I guess they're going off the season that Tyler Algier had last year. He had over 1,000 yards. What he said in the last 6 games, he averaged 16.7 carries a game, 5 yards a rush. Like, I guess with them just saying they already got a offensive line, they already kind of did well this year. You had Bijan, you got Cordell. I like you said, it's just unproven of it working, but I guess they gave them that because of their rookie having that such a great year last year. But I agree, it's unproven, but we're gonna see. So the next we have at number 9, the Lions offensive line.
You know what? I can't be mad at the Lions offensive line because if you look at the way they ran the football last year, and the way they went 5-1 in the last 6 games of their season last year. You gotta think about it. They had tough games in the beginning, you know, being 1-6, and then being 6, then almost changing that to a 6-1. And I think their offensive line is pretty solid. I think it's in the right spot because even though they went out and got some younger players in the draft, they still bring back majority of their core. So I mean, for right now, yeah, it's not too low, it's not too high for them, for the Detroit Lions, for their offensive line. You look what Jamal Williams did; he led the league in rushing touchdowns. I mean, what more can you say about that? Jared Goff had an okay year, you know, but I like their offensive line. He doesn't get sacked a lot.
Look, bro. So they got Decker, they got Jackson, Ragnow, they got Gaslow, they got Vita, and they got Swell.
Mm-hmm.
And that's their starting guys. Like they also got Steinberg, they got Laporta, they got
Laporta's going to be their tight end that came out of Iowa.
Yeah,
Laporta.
Laporta's going to be Laporta's a tight end coming out of Iowa.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but he's a good blocking tight end as well. So that's why they went out and got him, because they need a good blocking tight end to help out their offensive line. So yeah, I get it. I get it.
I can't believe they gave up Hockenson, bro.
Which is fine. You know what I'm saying? They gave up Hockenson, and you know, after the trade deadline, look what they did after they traded him though.
They did though. They made moves. They made moves. They made
moves and they started winning. They almost made the playoffs without Hockenson. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, that's one team like you can't say they made moves.
I was gonna say after sitting here looking at the names, looking at the stats. I mean, these guys are good. These guys are good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't say they were great, but they're definitely good. All these guys can hold their own.
Absolutely.
And they played with each other for at least 2 years. So there's continuity there too.
All right, so everybody agree. I think D-Hop might like this next one. So at number 8,
my God,
we have the Eagles wide receivers. You got AJ Brown last year,
number 7?
88 receptions.
So
at number 8.
Number
8.
Number
Lions
8.
Number 9. Oh, my bad.
Okay, so the Falcons was 10 with running back. Lions was 9 with the offensive line, and Eagles is 8.
Lions
correct?
number 9. And then you got the Eagles at wide receiver. Yeah, Eagles 8 with their wide receiver core.
This
They
is a little
got
bit too low for them.
Devontae Smith. You think it's too low?
I think it's a little bit too low. I think a lot of people underestimate the wide receiver core for the Philadelphia Eagles. You really underestimate the wide receiver core. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Ever since Devontae Smith came into the league, he has been good. He just needed that number. He just needed that other receiver to help him, and that was AJ Brown. And that's what they went out and did. They went out and got an AJ Brown that's a veteran, that's been there, that knows how to win. But it just bringing in AJ Brown just made Devontae Smith even better. Did you see the numbers that Devontae Smith put up this year with the AJ Brown? I just feel like people underestimate this receiving core so bad. Then you have a Dallas Goedert at the tight end that's very underrated in this league as well as one of the top tight ends in this league. I like their receiving core. I think it's a little bit too low at number 8. Now, if they was at that night number 6 or something of that nature, then we will have a conversation. But number 8, I think it's a little bit too low for me.
Man, it's good. It's gonna get crazy. What you think, Matt? What you think about the wide receivers? The Eagles wide receivers at number 8.
The fact that dude, just Devontae Smith and AJ Brown alone pushed these guys probably in the top 5. I mean, they're like as far as wide receiver duos, they're top 5 wide receiver duos. You're not going to tell me that there's more offensive lines and running back trios that are better than these guys.
Exactly.
And you have Dallas Goedert that lines up in the slot and as a tight end. So, yeah,
they still got some underrated receivers that they do got on there. Like Quez Watkins is another guy, but that's a very speedy receiver in the slot. So you got some underrated players that could work in this offense.
They signed a guy from Atlanta too. That was he's been playing real good at OTAs. I've been seeing. Only because the season AJ Brown. I get y'all Devontae Smith praises, but just AJ Brown in general, bro. I feel like they're supposed to be higher, especially with what I'm finna say next, and this might piss y'all off. So I'm gonna go to the next one. So at number 7, you got the Dolphins wide receivers.
At number 7,
you kind of can't disagree. You got the Dolphins wide receivers at number 7.
Don't get me wrong. I think Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill wide receiver core is good, but do I feel like they better than AJ Brown and Devontae Smith? Absolutely not.
But I mean, my point is, you have back-to-back.
That's why.
I mean, top 5 fucking duos out of everybody, not even just like over everything, and you have back-to-back in the bottom. Come on, man.
I can't wait to hear the rest of this list. I can't wait to hear the rest of this list because this list is ridiculous already.
Me personally, I feel like that's why I said I felt like that AJ Brown and Devontae should have been over Tyreek and Waddle. But I mean, I don't make the list. So AJ and Waddle did play. They did play great last year, though, bro. They did play great.
They did, but I feel like we already know. I feel like we already know what Tyreek Hill can do. We already know that. We still trying to see the ceiling for Jalen Waddle. We saw the ceiling for AJ. We saw the ceiling for Devontae Smith having AJ Brown. But it's so much potential there with Jalen Waddle. I think you could flip-flop the slots, in my opinion.
What's up, David? What's up, Rodney?
Shout out David Byrne, man.
What's going on, Rodney? What's going on,
Texas.
man? I think you
shout out to
the
Real
slots.
Goons
I think
TV.
you could
Real Goons TV.
You could put Miami at 8 and put Philadelphia at 7. I think you can flip flop slots if you looking at what CBS put. But they both should be in the top 5. You know.
All right. Okay. Let me get to number 6. Make out even more mad. We have the Cowboys wide receivers.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. You have to be fucking kidding me.
CBS. Who put the article out? Come on, let's name drop this motherfucker. Come on.
Yeah, name drop it. I don't care. So I can tweet it to them. Because the wide receiving core, only reason why I'm going to tell you why they did this. They did this because the fact that they added Brandon Cooks to this wide receiver core, which is improving with this Dallas offense. Number one. Number two, you don't know what this Dallas offense is going to look like because Kellen Moore is no longer the OC.
Who's throwing to him?
But just hear me out, Matt. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Kellen Moore is not there anymore. He's not going to be calling the offense. He's in LA with the Chargers. So now you got Mike McCarthy that's going to be very skeptical and very suspect as an offensive coordinator. Then you get to Dak Prescott that's been very inconsistent for the last 3 years. He's been inconsistent. He led the league in interceptions last year with this wide receiving core. And then you lose Dalton Schultz as your tight end this year. And then Michael Gallup has not been the same since he towards ACL. So who you really got at the end of the day is CeeDee Lamb. This is complete bullshit.
I'm gonna pitch y'all some of their facts about this. So, like you said, the addition of Brandon Cooks in the offseason gives them 3 wide receivers who have had 1,000-yard seasons on their resume. They said that CeeDee Lamb had 156 targets last year. Was bringing him Brandon Cooks, I guess, would take some of that workload off of him. So, I don't know.
I wonder with them 156 attempts, how many interceptions Dak had on them.
Listen to me. When's the last time that 3 wide receivers on the same team had 1,000 yards? You remember? I'll tell you the offensive coordinator, Mark Trestman.
Yeah, I'm confused about this. I'm confused about
this. The Bears. That was the last team to have 3 wide receivers over 1,000 yards. Go ahead and tell them, David Burns.
I'm very disappointed in his list so far. I'm very disappointed in his list so far.
I didn't make the list. I didn't make the list.
No. I know you did. But I'm just saying. I'm disappointed in the list.
No, I'm just trolling. No,
we want to know who made this
trolling the comment. I'm just trolling the comment. Okay. At number 5, though, let's go to number 5. We got the Seahawks wide receivers.
Okay, so we could probably make an argument for that because that's tough because that receiving core is Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf.
The receiving cores that went exactly in order they went and just plop them right in the front of that.
Yeah, I feel like with the Seattle Seahawks, I think they're right there, but do I think they're better than A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill? I don't know about that. That's very debatable.
This is DK. This is DK second yard season. He had 90 catches as a career high last year. Tyler Lockett, what do you have? 71% of his targets of him catching it. So I mean, and then they add what's my boy from Ohio? Jackson Smith. They add him to it. I mean, they can make something pop. They still got. Do they still have Noah Fant at tight end? They still have Noah.
They still got Noah Fant at tight end for the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, they do. They got him in the trade in the Russell Wilson trade.
Yeah, so that could be trouble. That could be trouble. I mean,
that could be trouble. But do you put them over Devontae Smith and AJ Brown?
I don't feel like you can put them over Devontae Smith and AJ Brown just because of how far they went. You get up just personally. I don't because of how far they went. But then it's like if you're going just receivers, if you're going stat to stat, I mean maybe.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough.
I mean, Tyler Lockett has been their main consistent receiver over the years in Seattle. Of course, DK Metcalf is one of those guys that has a specimen that nobody really has at the wide receiver position. You look at his body type.
Bro, you can go back to the draft. I said
when he was at Ole Miss. Yeah.
Listen, I said when he came out, right before he even did the combine, I was like, he's going to be a Calvin Johnson III. Okay, like Holman is literally the same size. He's going to have the same abilities, and he's going to have the same production in the NFL. Man, you crazy. I heard a lot of people tell, and I was like, man, he's a first-round pick. I would have picked him in the first motherfucker.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that he dropped, but Seattle Seahawks wide receivers, you could definitely make a debate at that number 5 slot with them. You definitely could. That's very debatable. Very debatable.
What if I'm starting a franchise? That's the wide receiver I want.
Agreed. I would too.
So at number 4, I have the 49ers backfield.
Okay, with Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey, I can't be mad at that at number 4. I can't be mad at that.
Nah, that could definitely be number 6. Let's be honest.
That could be that forever. That could be number 5 because Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey, they really complement each other really good in that offense. And you know, Christian McCaffrey does not have to take all the load like he used to in Carolina. So I like it.
This is what I'm saying, okay? Like that backfield duo might, you know what I mean, like help a team win some games, but they ain't gonna, you know what I mean, get to the playoffs with just having that. You tell me you put a basic quarterback in that system, and you know what I mean, like they're not. That's why I said it's Brock Purdy's job to lose because he seems to be a step up above. Because if not, Sam Darnold would be starting, and that's a basic ass quarterback. But let's be real here. I mean, compared to the guys that the few slots that's been behind him, I feel like this is definitely another reach.
But y'all have to go back and watch the games for last year, man. If you look at Elijah Mitchell before they traded for Christian McCaffrey, bro, no matter what running back there you put back there, if you look at the running backs that came through the 49ers under Kyle Shanahan, look at Raheem Mostert. If Raheem Mostert could stay healthy, you see the numbers that he put when he was with the 49ers.
Yeah, I mean, they had bad guards and they had a bad right tackle.
But they were able to run the ball effectively, even with the bad guards and bad tackles. They were still able to run the ball effectively. It just wasn't good against the pass.
They had no pass game. Exactly. How are you going to set up how are you going to literally have a really good run game if you don't have at least a little bit of a pass game?
Listen, if you look at the Packers NFC Championship, when they just beat them just running the football, and Jimmy Garoppolo only threw the ball 10 times, I'm just saying.
No, I mean,
it happened.
I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm saying like you're gonna do that the entire season and get all the way there.
No. I'm not saying that you'll do that the entire season, but I'm saying to you is that this is a very underrated running back core that we saw last year that was very effective.
Who's the third guy?
Huh?
Who's the third guy?
I don't know who their third guy is, but I know Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey. Elijah Mitchell was a starting running back until they traded for Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, Elijah Mitchell had 1,100 yards in 11 games his rookie season.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was before Christian McCaffrey got there.
Who's the trio? Who's the
and McCaffrey came. So it's supposed to be It's supposed to be Christian McCaffrey. It's signed drafted rookie Jordan Mason. He totaled 171 yards in over 7 games of carry. And so I guess he played from week 13 to week 15. I mean, I guess he had 7 yards per carry, 171 in 3 games. So,
but we do have a question here, real quick. He said, question, fellas, who would you start, bench, or cut? The 49ers, Commanders, or Seahawks? I'm starting the 49ers, I'm benching the Seahawks, and I'm cutting the Commanders. Simple as that.
I like the Commanders. I like them, but I don't think they're better than the Seahawks or the 49ers. In that selection, that's tough.
Those are literally all 3 of those teams are pretty much the same.
You did not miss the trivia. That's Keith, y'all. That was on Facebook, but he's on YouTube, Springs TV. What's going on, Keith? What's up, brother? What's going on? You didn't miss the trivia yet. You didn't.
What's good, Keith?
But nah, man. I'm going the opposite. I'm going to start Washington. I'm gonna bench 49ers. Yeah. I will go completely opposite. I'm sorry. I like Washington's defense, bro. I've been following them a little bit over OTAs and through this stuff, man. That defense is scary.
It's scary, but it ain't better than the 49ers. You tripping.
I don't know.
It is not better than the 49ers defense. It doesn't matter. One thing I can say about the 49ers defense, bro, no matter who they DC is, they always a top 5 defense. Robert Slayer left. They was the number one defense after Robert Slayer left. I bet you they'll be number one again without D'Amico Ryans. I bet you that. I will call it right now.
I don't listen again. Like I said, things always change every single year. Things change a little bit.
I just like because 49ers is consistent. I'm sorry. I can't bench a consistent team over an inconsistent team. I'm sorry. I just can't.
Again, I mean, hey, like I said, I like where they're headed. I like how Washington looks this year. I think they're gonna surprise some teams. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs, but I definitely think they're gonna win the games that's winnable. I think if they lose, they're gonna lose by multiple touchdowns or at least multiple possessions. You know what I mean? Any tight game, I got them sitting in there. Like again, like I said, that defense is gonna be super hard to score on, and it's gonna give the offense multiple times to get on the field. They have running backs. They have an offensive line.
We just talked about that.
Well, they got a tight end, okay, and they got a wide receiver core. So I'll say that, like for
Here
sure.
Go Bug messing up himself again, kicking himself out.
And that's why, that's why I'm saying, like for real. I think Washington's gonna scare a lot of people because all of a sudden Terry McLaurin and the rest of them guys and them running backs they're gonna feast. They're gonna feast. So, you know, I could be wrong, but to me, I want to see it. I want to see it, man. Like especially when it starts to really look like it's gelling, and that's what it looks like. Just,
Absolutely. So he said, "Hold on, my bag." As a matter of fact, would you cut between Deebo Samuel, DK Metcalf, and Terry McLaurin? Why you gotta put us in this bad situation, man? Like this is tough.
Listen. You know what? I'm gonna keep it real. DK Metcalf, like I just said a few minutes ago, if I had to start a team, he would be my wide receiver. I would want. So I'm gonna start DK. I'm a bench McLaurin, and I'm gonna cut Deebo. And it hurts. It hurts for me to say that. Deebo, I love you. I love you. I freaking love you, man.
Bug, I don't see your camera up.
I've
there we
seen
go.
Terry play in person. Okay, I've seen him play, and the man is beautiful. It's beautiful. His game is beautiful, and that's the only reason. I'm sorry, Deebo. I love you, but again, sorry, I'm gonna have to go.
But let's get back. Let's get back to this list though before we have any more questions in the chat.
All right, so
we had number 4, right?
Number 3.
Who was number 4?
Yeah, that was number. No, number 4 is the 49ers backfield.
Okay. We good.
Yeah. So at number 3, we got the Packers backfield.
I mean,
you got Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon.
They did rank. I mean, according to Bleacher Report, they did rank them as the number 1-2 back in the NFL. They did rank them. I mean, you can't. I think you can't argue this. You really can't argue this at number 3 because AJ Dillon, mind you, he's going to be on a contract year. I think he balls out when Aaron Jones is not in. But Aaron Jones is definitely a top 10 back in this league, probably top 5 if you look at statistically. He's definitely reliable. He's definitely going to help out Jordan Love this year. Yeah, I like this at number 3. I'm not surprised about it, but I mean, it is. I mean, when you're the number 1 running back tandem in the league, according to a lot of sources, I mean, what else can you argue? You can't argue. Who else would you put there? As far as a running back tandem or a wide receiver tandem, who would you put there as of right now?
Aaron Jones had 1,100 yards last season, a career high 59 catches, turned into 395 receiving yards, 5 touchdowns. Dillon had 770 rushing yards with 7 touchdowns. I mean, with 28 passes caught for 200. I mean, hey, that's I can't lie. Getting that out of
that's what I'm looking at. I mean, the numbers don't lie when it comes to these with these 2 running backs. You cannot argue them being number 3. You can't. That's why Mac ain't saying much because it ain't really much. I mean, it's kind of obvious, right?
I could put them at 5.
Let's hear it, Mac. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. I could argue all the move shit around. Like and trust me, the fucking Cowboys in the goddamn pack.
All right, so let's get
Okay.
to number 2, man.
So at number two, this might be agreeable. I feel like at number 2 we got the Eagles offensive line.
Okay, see, I was expecting that at number 3, like that. Okay, but honestly, it could be number 3. I think that's more of a number 3 pick. Yes, they are fucking lights out, but again, all these guys are nice old veterans. These guys,
So they got a few mixture
Yeah.
with some youngins too. They got a few mixture with some youngins, but I
Nobody
get what you're
on
saying.
that
Like
timeline
Lane
is
Johnson,
under-
Lane Johnson's an old fart. I get it. He's an old fart. I get it. But I mean, they got some mixture in with the offensive line. They got some mixture in with some.
I mean,
youngins.
Kelsey's in his 13th season too, ain't he?
Yeah, Kelsey.
it's like
Yeah,
12 or
Kelsey is
13
just
for him.
there, but I think Lane Johnson's been there longer than him, though. If I'm not mistaken.
Nah, Kelsey's been alive.
What about what's my other guy name? Jordan. I don't know his last name. I don't want to mess it up.
I know who you're talking about. It starts with an M. His last
And
name.
the Yada. Yeah.
Mulata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And
I think Mulata's
Then
still
they got,
there. If
okay,
I'm not
Dickerson.
mistaken, Mulata's still there.
Yeah, that's their left tackle.
No, he is. Yeah, Mulata's
Yeah,
there.
Jordan Mulata. I think
That's
what I'm
their
saying.
duo.
They,
Him and Lane.
yeah, right. And I mean, I'm not mad at number 2. I'm not mad at number 2 for the offensive line. They kept Jalen Hurts clean majority of the year. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, they did the damn thing. Shouldn't me.
Okay. At number 1, Mac, I know you want to hear this. We got the Bengals wide receivers at number 1. What y'all think?
I cannot wait to break this down.
I called this shit. I mean, good look, bro.
Is this more of a Cincinnati Bengals fan or a Cowboys fan? It's one or the other.
I mean, but look, hold on. So
And it's
you
crazy
got-
because D-Hop, when you say that, when you click on the article, the first thing that comes up is a Bengals picture. But we'll just continue. Go ahead, Mac.
Okay, so you got T. Higgins, right? Who are they using as a 3?
It's Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase. That's their 3 receivers.
It's Jamar, yeah.
Okay, I was making sure they didn't try to throw a rookie up in here. I was making sure they had the big 3 in there.
No.
'Cause, I mean, you got Chase, Boyd, and Higgins. Them damage. Okay, I can tell you as a Ravens fan, I hate them. Because, dude, if they get a mismatch on your ass, they're gonna burn you up. And it's like more often than not, they get it. You got to cross your fingers and hope you disrupt Burrow, because if there ain't no disruption on Burrow, they're going to get that ball.
I agree with this being number 1, but is with this list in itself, I think you're missing out. A few teams with this. I mean, even with
talk to some real people. Talk to some real fucking people, okay? And then
here we go.
List. Don't sit here and have one motherfucker be like, who do I want to pick? No, bro. Come on, man. Do some fucking footwork. Make some phone calls. Talk to some people. Get some other people's opinions before you write some dumbass shit like this.
I mean, it's
I
mean, you could put some other teams up there. I mean, you probably put it through Baltimore up there. If you want to look at offense, if you want to look at the receiving core, I mean, you know, with Mark Andrews and their running back. Well, I understand the injuries and stuff, but they're very explosive. I'm kind of confused on that. Even with my Las Vegas Raiders, you definitely could have put them up there, but I understand the Jimmy Garoppolo situation, so I get it.
Man, for me, our tight end core is better than the damn Atlanta Falcons back. I mean, come on,
Likely, Mark Andrews.
Yes, exactly. Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews, Kohler. Dude, Kohler caught
their tight end core is really good.
Like, literally, he caught that motherfucker behind his back like this, brought it to his head, brought it down, and it was like for a 25-yard fucking connection. It was like, what the fuck? It wasn't Odell cool, but come on, man. And like I said, we always draft good tight ends. That's the one thing we've done. We've sent a lot of them out. Like Darren Waller, you're welcome. If it wasn't for us telling him to take a break from football and go get help, y'all wouldn't have got him. And y'all, what did y'all get him for? I think like a 6th round pick. You traded us for the rights for him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
And then a few years later, now he's with the New York Giants. So I mean, because now he wants to be a rapper and try to nurse a hamstring for the last
well, at
year and a
least
half
you
or
got
so.
production, okay, sir.
Yeah, you got
At least
production,
you have-
but when it came down to last year, you got production when you needed, but when it came to last year, what have you done for me lately? And Waller has not done shit for us lately. So he had to go. Goodbye.
Damn, that's how y'all feeling, D-Hop?
Let me tell you something. This is why I say what I say. Because you nursing a hamstring injury that was from last year and the year before in the Bengals playoff game. So that means you only played 4 games out of last season because of a hamstring injury, and then you had a nerve to be making rap videos and being with your shirt off and being a gangster and trying to do all this dumb shit, bro. You're not caring to play for the Raiders right now. And I've told the Raider Nation as many of times he don't want to be a Raider no more.
He needed some mental help, man. He needed to get some help. That's all, bro. They say he had a pill problem.
No. He got his mental health. His mental health was getting out of the Raiders organization. That was the mental health. As a Raiders fan, it's a fact. We are the most toxic organization in the fucking NFL. Simple as that.
Okay, so I wanted to get into a couple. We'll skip over OT. I want to get.
I never had to argue there. I would say the Lions, the motherfucking Detroit Lions, would be the most dysfunctional. But y'all right there, y'all real close.
The Lions got over that toxicity. We still in toxicity.
Listen, I understand that, but when did y'all go 0-16?
Ooh.
Okay, that was in 2000.
I'm saying your lows might have been low, but I'm saying there are definitely teams out there that have struggled way more.
And I understand that, but when was the last time since 2002 that we won a playoff game?
Oh, I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing with you on that one.
How many quarterbacks did the Detroit Lions have since 2002?
You said how many quarterbacks?
How many quarterbacks did they have since 2002? Because I can name about 50 quarterbacks since 2002 where the Raiders had. 50.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So yeah. How many presidents and GMs we went through since 2002? Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I mean, hey, look, man. I put you this way. Detroit got into the playoffs a lot for a few years, and
which we haven't.
But what did they do? They lost in the playoffs.
At least they got there.
Yeah, I mean, David Ron and Matthew Stafford. Like, how the fuck couldn't you get there? The fact that it was so hard for him to get there was a fucking big problem.
Why they had Matthew Stafford all those years, the Raiders were still going through different quarterbacks like a Jamarcus Russell in itself. I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey, listen.
Jamarcus Russell,
he shows up for camp, and you sign that motherfucker to a contract. It's kind of your fault. That one was.
And this is why the Raiders are the most toxic organization till today. They're most toxic.
So I wanted to get into a little week 1 previews. I wanted to ask y'all about a couple games to get y'all takes on them. So the first game I want to talk about, we'll kind of get into it a little bit. Cincinnati and the Browns. Who y'all got winning? What some predictions y'all got? You got Nick Chubb coming out there.
Early predictions right now. Training camp is not even up yet. Like we don't even know who the 53-man rosters are. Like,
here you go.
For the Browns, it's pretty much sure. You guys are Darius. You know they having like a little bit of like deep tackle problems. They get
it's gonna be 31-24. There's your score. 31.
What over Cincinnati over the Browns?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but my score is still the Bengals 31. But the way I'm seeing this right now, Browns 17. 31-17 Bengals. 31-17 Bengals.
It's a divisional game, bro.
For me, I really don't care for the Cleveland Browns. I just don't.
Oh,
I don't care. I mean, I don't care for the Cleveland Browns. I just think, you get this Darius Smith. I get it.
Giving Deshaun some pump the other week, though.
Listen, like I said, he's going to go through a full training camp and I want him to prove to me that he still got it, even though that he has OTAs, mini camp, and training camp. I want to see that he still got it. I want to get my full assessment of him until I can criticize the fuck out of him. And I think he's going to be rusty in the week 1. I just think so. He's not going to play in the preseason. We won't see him until week 1. So I'm saying right now, Bengals win 31-17. So Darion Smith is a good pickup for their defense, but it's not enough for the Bengals offense. It's not enough.
And with Orlando now. Well, let's get to some NBA, man. So Mac had a hell of a question. Mac, I'll go ahead and let you ask your question about the big.
Or y'all want to get into the first NBA trivia question before we get into it?
Let's do trivia. So
let's get into the trivia. Let's hit the trivia.
All right. Listen. Wrong answers only in the comments. Wrong answers only in the comments.
Wrong answers only in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Wrong answers in the comments.
They don't think I know that NBA like that, y'all. We're gonna have to show them today. That was easy.
All right.
Today.
So here goes the first question. What player in his entire career with the Pistons scored 16,000 points and recorded over 1,300 steals?
Chauncey?
No.
Rip.
Oh,
Rip.
Yeah.
Is it OG? Or is it? Are we talking OG? Are we talking?
We talking a player that played with the Pistons his whole career.
Oh my god!
You said how many steals?
Isaiah Thomas.
1,300.
Now,
Is it Isaiah?
Was it Isaiah?
Nope.
Ooh, okay, that's tough. Yeah, you said 13 steals because you're not talking about blocks.
Y'all ready for this answer?
I would have said Ben.
Yeah.
Bro,
y'all ready for this answer?
Rodman did play with the fucking Pistons. Go ahead.
It's Joe Dumars.
Dumars. Good shit.
Joe Dumars, y'all.
He can't.
Played with his entire career with the Pistons and scored over 16,000 points and recorded over 1,300 steals.
I would have never.
Joe Dumars. I got y'all with a good one.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
All right, y'all ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's hit one. Yeah, come on. We got to get one. We got to get hit one.
All right, so Jeff Hornacek was a reliable shooting guard who helped the Utah Jazz reach 2 NBA finals in the 1990s. But what team did he begin with? What team he was drafted to before he went to the Utah Jazz? Jeff Hornacek.
That's a good one. Who did he get drafted to? I don't know why I want to say the Bulls so bad.
It's not the Bulls, though.
Hornacek. Who did he get drafted to? That is a good ass question. Damn, you been throwing some good ones. I would never.
Boston.
I'll give y'all a hint. It's definitely a West Coast team.
I mean, I said the Mavericks, but I guess that's not it.
No, the Mavericks is not it.
Yeah, because I'm sitting here.
Utah? Is it Utah?
Nah, he said.
No, he played with Utah, but that's not the team that he began with.
Oh, who he got drafted to? Yeah. That's tough. It's tough.
All right. Okay. So
Portland?
I'm gonna throw it out there.
Is it the Kings? Is it the Kings?
Suns.
The Kings.
Oh.
It was the Phoenix Suns.
God,
Terry put the right question in the comment. That's why I had to do it. It was the Phoenix Suns that he started out with before he became a free agent and went to the Utah Jazz.
I see how you coming, D-Hop. I see what's going on. I see what's going on. I see what you're trying to do. I see what's going on. Those are some good ass questions. I can't lie. It's good. Okay. You got me wanting another one.
So next one. Good. Which player almost quit basketball to become a trash man, but went to 3 NBA championships and won 3 MVPs?
3 MVPs is crazy. A trash man. Fuck. Damn, I heard the story.
Was it the Laker team or something?
It was not a Laker team, but it's an East Coast team. I'm not saying it's an East Coast team, but I'm not saying if it's Now, it's not a
I
West Coast
heard
team.
this story.
It's an East
Oh
Coast
my
team.
god, I heard this trash man story. Who is it?
Do not say the right answer in the chat, y'all. Do not say the right answer in the chat.
Trash man.
Some makes you want to say
And 3 MVPs. Yeah, 3
Yes.
championships, 3 MVPs. Yeah.
Oh no! Hold on.
No, it got to. You're right. I think you're right. But a trash man, I never heard that from Brian. But that
Yeah,
might.
he almost quit basketball to become a garbage man. Yep.
Oh, that was good. That was a good one. 3 championships, 3 MVPs. That was good. I like that. Okay. D-Hop coming with the smoke today.
It's Larry Bird, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! See, you went a lot. You went a lot old school today. He went old school today. He threw us off. He went old school today. Okay.
It's Larry Bird. He was almost about to quit basketball to become a garbage man, and went to 3. He won 3 NBA championships and 3 MVPs.
Yeah, the 3 MVPs threw me off.
He actually did. He left college. He left college for I think a couple weeks or like.
Yeah, he was looking to quit basketball. Period.
Wound up going back. Yeah.
Yeah, he was looking to quit basketball. Period. When he was in college at Indiana State, which I have that throwback jersey in itself. So I do have the Indiana State throwback jersey. But Larry Bird was the answer in the final question. I think y'all should know this one. But I'm gonna give it to y'all anyway.
What we got going on?
Which 2 players share Rookie of the Year award in 1999-2000 season?
In 2000?
99 and 99-2000 season. Which 2 NBA players won Rookie of the Year? They had to share it. They had to share the Rookie of the Year award in 99 and 2000.
I want to say, did Garnett win a Rookie of the Year?
No, Garnett came in like 97. Because he came straight out of high school.
Not Kobe and LeBron, because LeBron was not there in 2000. LeBron was there in 2003. That's when he got drafted.
LeBron. There you go. LeBron was not. LeBron.
They both was
kinda,
They both was drafted to. They both was drafted to 2 West Coast teams.
I mean,
so we talking Lakers, Suns.
I would say
Dallas.
Who did Bibby play for?
Sacramento Kings.
The Bibby won one?
No, Bibby, yeah,
Bibby
but we
won?
talking about 2 players that shared the Rookie of the Year in the same
I don't
year.
know. I'm trying to think, bro. 2000,
hold on.
bro. Like 9
Yeah,
years old. Okay?
that's a because AI came in 01, right? What was he? 01, 02, or 3 something?
AI
like that.
drafted in 96.
Yeah,
AI was drafted in 96.
Oh yeah, so he was nowhere. He was nowhere near Rookie of the Year in 2000. Yes, but David, I was gonna say AI too. Can't be Kobe, LeBron.
Come in.
Okay. Let's
Shout out to No Mercy Sports. What's up, brother? What's going on?
no mercy. He came with the smoke yesterday. He must feel some type of way about what.
Yeah. Y'all ready for the answer?
I want you to give me a minute.
Okay.
Fuck. I'm kind of mad right now. You came with some old school shit. I was not. I'd have had my old school mind on the day. Go ahead, man. Give it to us, man. Give it to us.
I got y'all.
Oh shit!
Steve Francis and Elton Brand.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was never gonna guess that. I was never gonna guess that.
If we was some history gurus, I could understand. Yeah. Like, come on,
even
bro.
Steve Francis, and this is what I would say. I would take the L on Francis because I really like the Rockets and I really know about Steve. But Elton Brand, I would have never guessed that Elton Brand. He won a fucking Rookie of the Year.
He won Rookie of the Year. They shared it. They shared the Rookie of the Year award in 1999 and 2000.
Elton fucking Brand.
Well, Elton Brand, mind you, Elton Brand was one of the.
He was a dog, but I never.
He was a dog coming out of Duke. Let's not forget that.
Duke, but I'm saying Rookie of the Year is crazy. Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, it was Steve Francis and Elton Brand that shared. That's the only time the Rookie of the Year was shared in 1999 and 2000. The only time that happened.
And you got
That
two
was
of
a
the
good
worst picks. No.
I mean, Steve Francis. Listen, Steve Francis was on a good Rockets team,
Nah,
but it just, you know, he had
Francis was a
Katino
dog.
Mobley on that squad. You know, not Katino Mobley. I think Katino Mobley was already there by Steve Francis got there. But, you know, Steve Francis one of the top dunkers. At his position, he was a good dunker. And he had a good year with the Clippers, you know, but it just didn't pan out the way it was. But that was your 4 NBA trivia questions, y'all. How y'all feel about those trivia questions today?
I like those. They getting keep the smoke coming, man. I'm gonna be ready next time. Be ready. I think next time you're gonna want to go new school.
NFL, and I got you. All right.
I know I was trying to find some hard NFL ones, but the ones was just too damn easy. So I was like, I'm just gonna skip out on the NFL ones. I was gonna skip out on them. So what NBA ones you got for us, brother? What NBA ones you got for us?
So our first NBA topic was actually Mac question. I'll go ahead and let Mac tell, you know,
all right,
about the
so
big shot.
Does Robert Horry deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?
Is that even a freaking question? It's like you said yesterday about Fred Taylor.
But when I was researching it, it's crazy because Mac is not lying. It's a real question. And I agree too, but it is a question though.
To me, I think it's disrespectful that he's not. If you think about the game-winning shots that Robert Horry made for a lot of those teams that he won championships with, do you think they have championships right now if Robert Horry doesn't make those shots? I don't think so. Especially in the Western Conference Finals when they played the Kings, and the Kings almost won that game. And they kicked it out to Robert Horry wide open. I don't think if Robert Horry misses that shot, the Kings win that game. So,
and then I want to note this. This is a 7-time NBA champion on 3 different teams. 7 times on 3 different teams.
And he did it a few times with the San Antonio Spurs. So for me, I understand it's a debate because we did the Fred Taylor last night. But I think Robert Horry I think just because of his clutch.
I wanted a guy that had the rings, that had all the glory. And let's debate why he isn't in it. Now the whole thing is I'm sitting here looking at it, right?
All he has is rings. Oh, no mercy. He got big time shots. No way you say that, bro.
I'm gonna be honest, and there's no disrespect to AI because I know AI is one of those guys, man. And I get it. He has not won a championship, but he does have all the accolades. But he's in the Hall of Fame. So why Robert Horry can't be in the Hall of Fame?
The question is, do you think Robert Horry should be in the Hall of Fame?
Agree. I think he should be, just from the clutch moments that a lot of those teams that he were on. I mean, them teams were good with or without him. I get it. But at those clutch moments when you need a big shot, who are you going to? Because they damn sure didn't go to Shaquille O'Neal. They damn sure didn't go to Kobe Bryant. They kicked it out to Robert Horry. He did it in Houston. He did it in San Antonio. And he did it with the Lakers. I don't understand how so many moments that comes out of Robert Horry shooting the basketball in clutch moments that does not make him a Hall of Famer. It's crazy to me. It's crazy.
I'm 50-50 on this.
I get it with the All-Stars and all that stuff, but the All-Stars and the Pro Bowl is like a fan voting thing. So I get it.
I mean, but
I get it.
A 7-time champ, you got the he was an all rookie. I mean, bro, like I feel like I was just arguing with somebody. I got a question for y'all too. I'm gonna give y'all after this, but I was arguing with somebody earlier, and it's like when you're talking about how good a player is. So most of the time, people even with James Harden, most of the time people want to take away from him. We talk about postseason. Go ahead, Matt.
Manu Ginobili, is he a Hall of Famer?
Most definitely.
I would feel like, yeah.
So even though he comes off as a 6th man.
Oh, but I get what you're saying with that. How could you say Ginobili's a Hall of Famer, but then say, okay, I get what you because
see what I just did?
Ooh,
you see what I just did?
I think both of them are Hall of Famers. I think both of them are Hall of Famers.
Robert Horry shouldn't be a Hall of Famer. That's it. I mean, and I'm just putting it in basic fact term right there for you. Like it is. Like you Manu Ginobili came in 90% of his career points and averages come off the playoffs. Not the regular season. You go look at the regular season stats. There's plenty of years where he really didn't play at all in the regular season, unless they absolutely needed him to. So putting that together like that, like, come on, man. Like you definitely have to put that side by side and saying, like, yeah, Robert Horry didn't average much during the regular season, and he played his role really damn well in the playoffs, and he was clutch. He didn't have to score in volume because that's not what they needed from him. But when they needed him to score, did he? Absolutely.
But I think I feel like in a lot of those moments that happen with Robert Horry, do we talk about the Lakers having that back-to-back championships with 3? Do we really talk about that? So it's all about the what ifs. What if Robert Horry doesn't make that shot? Do the Lakers win the championship that year without that shot? Same thing on how many times Robert Horry made clutch shots. Even Bruce Bowen. Bruce Bowen was another guy that made clutch shots for San Antonio to win finals. So I mean, we have to understand the moment of them winning the championship as well. Now, Manu Ginobili, on the other hand, he was just one. To me, I think he's the best sixth man of all time. In my opinion, I think he's the best sixth man of all time. Absolutely, hands down. So for me, I think both of them in their own right. I'm not saying as together. I feel like in their own right and what they both did for their teams at that time, they both should be in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely. But I mean, I just wanted to make that point because I can name a guy who didn't do much in most of the regular season games, but showed out in the playoffs. And that's why I was like, okay, so if I'm going to go Robert Horry, I have to have something to counterbalance that with. And that's why I got the Manu Ginobili.
And this is, I don't want to throw this out there.
You can't not agree with the other.
Right. And this is why I say what I say about the regular season, because I really feel like people don't, I think we get to a point like, okay, they average this much in a regular season, no matter what player it is. I don't care what player it is. They average this much in the regular season, but if it does not carry over to the playoffs, what does the regular season mean for you? That means you're focused on the regular season than you are in the playoffs. So if you don't carry that over and make your moment in the playoff, oh, bless you, my God.
Sorry, guys.
But no, you good. But that's all I'm saying is like, I don't care for the regular season in the NBA no more. I don't. Once it gets to the play-in and gets to the playoffs, the regular season does not matter to me. It's about what you make your moment and you become a legend from being what you do in the playoffs. Nobody's not gonna look at your regular season. They're going to look at what you could do. Can you carry that over into a 7-game or 5-game series in all 3 rounds? And basically, that's what it was. If you look at Jokic, I mean, did he have a down year? Did Joel Embiid win MVP? Yes, but he got the bigger trophy, and that's the NBA championship. And that's all that matters if you want to play in the NBA. So I feel like Ginobili, you ain't see him all year, but you see him bust ass in the playoffs. I'm just saying, it's a big. It's levels to it.
They gave that trophy to Embiid though. That was a participation trophy for him. Okay, let's be real.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. He was averaging 33 a game, but I get it.
Didn't want to give it to Jokic.
No, I feel like only the thing that
I'm not saying like
was
he didn't work for it. I'm not saying he didn't work for it because he did. Yeah. But I'm saying like they gave that shit to Embiid because they weren't going to give it to Jokic. That made it a lot easier. Like, man, no, not 3 years in a row.
People's perspectives of that change after Jokic won. Because I was already saying, like, if Jokic got away and win shit, it's gonna look like he shouldn't have got it. If he wouldn't have went all the way to the finals and won, then it'd be like, okay, maybe, okay, that makes sense. But him still winning,
even still, like winning and
I can't win it. Joe, I mean, but then even still, like, to D-Hop's point, where I'm not sure how you feel about the Sixers, Mac, but when you're talking about the most valuable player I'm gonna ask both of y'all because I've asked people this before. What is the most valuable player to you? Like, just the meaning. Like, what do you think is the criteria of most valuable
So
player?
for me, for most valuable player, let me just throw this out there real quick. I feel like the most valuable player should go through the playoffs as it goes. It should go through the playoffs in the regular season. That's just my personal opinion. But most valuable player is the impact that you put on your basketball team. You know, you are the vocal point of your basketball team. I understand it's an individual sport, but you lead by example.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it was going to be between Jokic and Embiid. It's going to be like that for a long time between these two. Yes, understand Jokic got the championship, Embiid doesn't. I mean, if you look at the Denver Nuggets, Jokic has a better team than the Philadelphia 76ers if you look at it on paper. It's just a better overall team when it comes to their bench, when it comes to the players that they had in the starting five. It's just a better team with Denver. But I think most valuable player is what impact and what leadership and what have you done in the regular season in the NBA. And I have to say that Joel Embiid did make an impact in the regular season, which he really does majority of the time. But I mean, we can't degrade Jokic either. They both have similar styles of play, but Jokic to me, Jokic is just have a better jump shot and better passing. Better passing. When it comes to back to the basket, I think nobody can defend either of them. Back to the basket.
I got a little bit of breaking.
I'm gonna say this.
I got a little bit of my bad, Mac. I didn't mean to cut you off. I got a little bit of breaking news. I think
athleticism and IQ is the only thing that separates them. Embiid's got more athleticism. Jokic has more IQ.
Yeah, but Jokic is a better shooter from the outside as well.
Well, yeah, I mean that, but I'm just saying, as a basketball IQ, like that's the reason why he's as good as he is. He plays high IQ basketball.
But let's give Embiid some credit though. He did improve his passing this season.
Oh, yeah,
he did do that, so let's give him some credit for that. I think he's going to improve a little bit more on that, but I get what you're saying.
I'm not fronting on that. Embiid is a beast, but I'm saying like Embiid got the MVP mainly because nobody wanted to give it to Jokic again. So then who's the next best guy or the guy right next to him? That's Embiid. So Embiid gets that trophy. Nobody was close.
Yeah, it's not really no other big man that you could put in that situation. I mean, I think Doncic,
anybody, any position.
I think Luka was number 3 in that MVP voting, if I'm not mistaken.
But Luka didn't look like. I mean, Luka shined, but Luka. I mean, again, your team has to win and do something, be in some type of positive mode. And I don't know what kind of crap show they were showing. All right, but go ahead with breaking news.
Oh, yeah. So Ryan, I don't want to say it's wrong. Y'all might know him. I really don't. Ryan
Mallett.
He died today.
Ryan Mallett
died
at the age of 35.
He died. He drowned today. A former quarterback. He played for the Patriots and the Texans. It was reported
and the Ravens.
He was transported from the beach to the hospital where he's pronounced dead. Yeah, so he died in Destin, Florida, if I'm saying it right. RP Ryan Mallett. Prayers goes up to him and his family. So yeah, I just wanted to break that news real quick. But
we got some other. I don't know if you saw either. It's some other NBA breaking news that I saw. Hopefully, my phone doesn't die on me real quickly. But it did. But I heard about. Let me just go to it real quick. Let me see if I can pull it up. But we do have some NBA news that I saw from Adrian Wojnarowski that I saw on Twitter. About Victor Oladipo. So it has been some news about Victor Oladipo as well.
How old was Ryan Mallett?
35 years old.
35.
All right, deep, man.
Yeah.
Ryan Mallett passing. That's deep, bro.
Speaking of Victor, anyway, that kind of leads it to Go ahead. No, y'all go ahead, finish.
So according to Adrian Wojnarowski, we have a few things. I just want to throw out there real quick. The Sacramento Kings associate head coach Jordan Fernandez has accepted his added assignment as the head coach of the talent of the Landon Canadian National Basketball Program. So he's going to be moving up there. Then, according to Adrian Wojnarowski as well, that Dante DiVincenzo is not picking up his $4.7 million player option with the Warriors, and he becomes an unrestricted free
That was
agent.
big.
That was big. And then you have Miami's Victor Oladipo has
big.
exercised his $9.4 million option for 2023 and 2024. So they are keeping Victor Oladipo on the Miami Heat here as well.
For $9 million?
$9.4 million.
Jeez, that's a steal. That's a steal, especially if he comes back healthy. Oh, that's a steal. Damn.
I stopped because what do y'all think about the Heat, dude? And speaking of the Heat, like now with them signing Vic, it's speculations of them waiving
Kyle Lowry.
Y'all think they make the push for Dame, or y'all think they make the push for Dame, or do they relax on that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been thinking about this a lot as a Miami Heat fan. A brand new Miami Heat fan. I'm gonna just throw it out there. I'm a brand new Miami
You official
Heat
Miami Heat fan now.
So I'm official. I was dead ass when I said I took my challenge to South Beach. I was dead ass. I really meant
back and win.
But
I don't want. What if the Sixers go win it? I don't want to see you out there with your jersey on.
I don't have no jersey. I don't have no hats. I don't have no nothing. But what I am going to do, I'm going to go out there and get drunk. I'll go out there and get drunk just to party with the people. But do I care if they win? No. But I don't see the Sixers win the championship in another couple of years. I don't see the Sixers win the championship no time soon. But I've been thinking about this for the Miami Heat, and I feel like maybe if they keep this team around, right, and just go get a big man.
So hold on. Let me interrupt you real quick. So if the 76ers went and got Dame, right, and then turned around and went and got Cat, 76ers are a scary team.
The question is, can they? Okay, so my question would be to that is, will they still get out the second round with that team?
For sure. Are you kidding me? You got Maxey cutting and running. You got Cat running the four.
But you got to think about it though.
If
you're going out to get Cat and you got to get Damian Lillard, I bet you any kind of money, Matt. If you really think that Tyrese Maxey is going to stay on this roster after getting Damian Lillard and Cat, you're bugging.
And
that's the sad part to that.
I say that because
he's the only person.
It's been. But it's been like I'm gonna say rumors. It's been rumors that if that was a trade, because that was a possibility, Maxey was definitely going to Portland. He's definitely leaving. Him and a couple other players. There's no way Maxey, bro. There's no way Dame comes and Maxey is still there.
Exactly. Agreed.
No, it's not. And then I feel like even the player is like, that would be tough.
You still a little you lagging, bro. You lagging.
But
if you just get just try to calm down and talk and see what happens. Because that might be the case. Just because you calm down. All right, try to talk now. You should be good. You should be good now. It's your internet, bro.
It sucks where I might have to move my computer and stuff tomorrow, but it's no way. Max, bro. I don't see that. And then if I heard what talking, and they might give Harden than Max, bro. Like Max Harden now, man. Max out. I'm not gonna. It's probably might.
But
yeah, it's real hard to understand.
And they literally,
even when you calm down, bro. I think you just should. But I was saying this: what if Miami can keep everybody and just go get a big man in free agency? If you could bring in a Brook Lopez to play alongside with Bam Adebayo, I don't think you need Damian Lillard.
I mean that's.
I don't think you need it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like the lack of size in the front court was the reason why Miami lost the way they lost in this series.
I mean, if you're going to go get another big man, you might as well go get another fast big man. I wouldn't go get somebody who's going to slow your offense down and slow your defense down a little bit.
But he can stretch the floor. That's the good thing about it. Like, you know, he can stretch the floor. So that's just my
Ooh, man,
personal.
that picture is crisp.
I know.
Look at that, man. We can see the mustache and everything.
This is my iPhone, man. This is the crazy part. This is my phone. I've been trying to just stay off my phone because, the audio. But
Oh no, your audio
I agree
Your
with
audio
everything you
sounds
said,
good,
man.
bro. I'm not gonna even
much
lie.
better.
But I mean, if you get, I don't know
Maxi's
whether
leaving. Just
I wouldn't want to go get
Maxi leaving.
but I wouldn't want to go get a Vucevic. I don't want to go get him because he's slower than Brook Lopez. But I feel like if you got Bam that already can run the floor, so you really don't need another big guy to run the floor when you already have Bam and Abayo.
Yeah.
When you have Brook Lopez, that even though he can be the last man down the floor, you can kick him out. You can kick it out to the 3 and let Brook Lopez shoot that 3. I think Miami would be a landing spot for Miami. I just feel like if we could keep the guys that we had and go get a big man, I think Brook Lopez or whatever, anybody that's better than him. I mean, I think that's what we're lacking. That's what Miami's lacking at is big men. So if we don't trade for Dame, which is fine with me, but if we could go in free agency and go get a big man, I am okay with that.
I can agree.
I'll say it again. If LA's ready to unload AD, the Heat should be calling.
That's only if they are.
But then, see, I feel like too, D-Hop, when you say stuff like, okay, Vooch, we agree Vooch is soft. But when you put him in a what I want to call it, a culture like Miami's, does he not gain a little bit of that, a little bit of that roughness, toughness that Jimmy Butler and those guys have?
Here's another plus with Vucevic, right? Vucevic is going to play the 5, which means Bam's going to get to play the 4, which means what? He's going to get much better matchups. Where he's not going to have to go against the center on every single team. He's going to get power forwards. Here they're going to switch out. He's going to get wings a lot more. He's going to get a lot smaller guys. He's going to have a lot of easier buckets, which in turn makes him feel more dominant, play with more confidence, which we can start to see. I mean, imagine him actually being able to put up 20 and 10 night in, night out, guaranteed. Like on a consistent basis, bro, he'd be a terror. He'd be a fucking terror.
I'm just nervous for Vucevic. Just like even when he was in Orlando, like yes, he was great. He has a great mid-range shot, but I just feel like his back to the basket skills is just not better than Brooks. It's just not better than Brooks, in my opinion. I don't think he can stretch the floor for a stretch 5 like Brook Lopez can. Brook Lopez can shoot that 3, and I know we argue about big men. Yeah, but okay. So you're telling me. So my question to y'all is this: if you had to start with the free agency that we have now with the big men, right?
Yeah.
And Vucevic and Brook Lopez was your top 2 players to go get. Who you starting the franchise with?
Vooch
or Brook Lopez, which is your top 2 big men.
I'm gonna have to go Vooch. I'm gonna have to go Vooch on this one. I'm gonna have to go Vooch.
I don't know about that one.
34%. Vucevic is a 34% 3-point shooter. Hold on.
I don't know. I just feel like Brook Lopez is just a better player to me.
I do you want?
I think he's a better player than Vooch. I think he will fit
better. Mac, and we're gonna pull up a side by side. So we got Vooch
and guess what? 34%. Both 34%. Both of them dead even. So no, I'm taking Vucci. Vucci's got a better offense. I'm taking the offense.
Man,
you're taking offense, but on the defensive side, watch him get dunked on every single play.
Okay,
he's not a rim protector type of center.
That's what you got Bam for.
He gets dog walk. He gets dog walk.
Guy there to stand in the way and make it difficult.
When we doing season, when we doing career stats, you got Vooch beating Brook Lopez in points with 17 points. He's beating him in total rebounds. Brook Lopez got 6. Vooch averages 10, 2 assists versus 1. Vooch beat him in steals. I can see Lopez beat him in blocks, but it's only 1. You got Vooch shooting 49%, Brook Lopez shooting 49% from the field. They both shooting 34%, like Max said. You got maybe a little bit of free throw, but they basically the same player, and I'll take Vooch because Vooch's gonna be able to move better. He's gonna be a little bit more mobile, especially now. Just like you said, then you put him in the paint, he can stretch the floor. You got Bam. Bam got a little bag. Bam can stretch the floor. I mean, not stretch to the point where he can shoot a 3, but you get what I'm saying.
Vooch is going to be able to take it into the paint, get him in there, dog him in, double team, pitch to Bam, wham!
Yeah, you got a high post, low post game now.
Yeah, and like I said, the simple fact is that Vucevic, he can facilitate the ball.
Yeah, I would definitely take Vooch, man. I would definitely take Vooch.
No,
So
I just think Vooch is just soft to me.
If you were just going off of defense only, like I could understand, like, okay, you can go, bro.
He's a liability on defense as far as a big man. He's a liability on defense.
I mean, but again, that's not his game. His role isn't to be a rim protector. And no offense, did you see Brook Lopez last year? You're telling me he's the rim protector that you're looking for?
I mean, he's better than Vooch at that. I'm not saying saying Brook Lopez is the top rim protector defender. I'm not saying that, but do I think he's better than Vooch as a defender? He is better than Vooch as a defender.
That they play in are different because they like again. Lopez is usually on the block. That's his position. That's where he's mainly at. He doesn't stay at the 3-point line. He doesn't facilitate. He doesn't do a lot of those type things. He just literally sets the pick, grabs the ball, pitches the ball back. That's more of the type, stand there with the ball. If somebody gets open, bam, hit the open pass. That's the type of player. But Vucevic can run everything. He can do everything. Like, is he the best at it? No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying fundamentally, he can.
He averaged a double-double last season.
No, he's not great.
He had no choice to average a double-double. It's the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, they wasn't sorry, bro.
It's the Chicago Bulls. Like, you don't have no Lonzo. You don't have Lonzo anymore. Zach LaVine had to do everything damn near by himself, if you want to be completely honest.
When's the last time he didn't have a double-double? How many years don't he have a double-double?
I mean, look at the teams that he was on. He was on Orlando Magic. Like, come on. Like, let's have the truth be told.
What does that mean?
The team. I mean, of course, Vucevic is going to be the number 2 or the number 1 on a bum's team. Like, come on.
But that's what I'm saying. But when he still came and played, when he comes to Miami, he don't have to be a number 1 option. So if the man averaged 17 and 11 this season, imagine pairing him with a Bam, who already is one of the, I can't even say is one of, it was the highest percentage shooter in the paint last year.
You're going to have 2 20 and 10 guys in the post. Woo! Are you kidding me?
I don't think Vucevic would average. I don't think Vucevic would average that much the way Bam plays the game. The way Bam plays the game, the way he takes his shots, I don't think Vucevic is a 20-point guy with Bam being in there.
What do you mean? He's going to clean up all Bam's boards because he's just going to be able to walk right to the paint. Bam's going to take his mid-range shot. If it don't go in, grab, boom, done.
Okay, so Miami, go get Vucevic and prove me wrong.
There you go.
Prove me wrong. Because I'm sorry, since I saw Vucevic in the NBA, he can average a double-double all he wants. He can average a double-double all he wants, which I don't mind that. But if you're not aggressive on the defense side of the ball like Coach Spo likes to be, then you gotta go. Because Coach Spo likes defense.
Okay. I want to ask y'all about
defense. He's going to give you fundamental defense.
I hope so. Because I'm tired of seeing his head. I'm tired of seeing nuts on his head every night. I'm tired of seeing that.
That's fundamental defense. He's standing there. He's put his ground. His hands are
not fundamental defense if somebody nuts is on your head every night. That's
not
fundamental defense.
He's not getting nuts on his head every night, man. Come on now. Not every night.
He's definitely in forced in the top 10.
D-Hop. All right, come on now.
He's soft. I'm sorry. He gets disrespected by some of the smaller guards in the league. He gets disrespected going to the basket every time.
You gonna dunk on him? You gonna
I
dunk
would
on him?
dunk on Vucevic, and I don't even jump that high. I would dunk on that scrub.
My man said, I'm 5'4", but I can jump, damn it.
Listen, I sure will. I get that motherfucker up and under. Screw that. Get him right off his feet. Pump fake up and under. God damn it. See, y'all starting with me. Y'all starting with me tonight. I'm starting this shit tonight.
That man gonna be like, boom.
Oh my God, that was funny, man.
You're
Oh,
damn
shit.
Skippy. You're damn
So
right.
I just want to ask y'all about a couple players, you know what I'm saying? We'll probably come to an end in a minute. But so Kyrie, what y'all think is gonna be the moves with Kyrie, man? Like we haven't been hearing a lot about Kyrie. You know, Dallas might extend him. If he doesn't get extended, you know, what y'all see going on?
He will get extended because I don't think no other team in the NBA is going to give him $275 million. You tell me a team right now with their salary cap that's a contender, not a losing team. That's a contender that could give him $275 million right now.
I don't know about contender, but there's two teams that I would find interesting: Detroit and Houston.
He's not going to go there.
Houston. But Houston, I don't know if they want another guard.
All I said was interesting. I said interesting.
It's still it's interesting, but it's unrealistic as well.
But Detroit, oh my God, I would love to see if he could really come back and be like his former self. I want to see that, and I do. I think you pairing him up in Detroit with the coach. Come on, man. I feel like that'd be a real good position for him because Monty Williams is definitely going to coach him up and definitely try to bring the best out of him. And I mean that's what he needs. I think it would be toxic as shit. It's going to be like Russell Westbrook if he goes to the Lakers. It's just going to be rinse and repeat with that type of shit. So that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess I mean going back to Cleveland, that really doesn't make sense with what they have there already.
Yeah, Garland.
Maybe the Hornets. No, Memphis. There you go, Memphis. Let Memphis take a crack at it.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Memphis, of Kyrie going. I just feel I don't.
I mean, but would you feel more comfortable with Kyrie and Marcus Smart filling in?
I'll be more comfortable because you have a true ball handler. You have a true ball handler in Kyrie Irving. You have a true ball handler in Kyrie Irving. Absolutely.
Go to the Hornets. Where's PJ Tucker?
PJ Tucker's with the Sixers.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
somebody in the chat the other day said PJ Tucker was with the Hornets or PJ Tucker Hornets or some shit like that. I don't know. That threw me off. So I was like, hold on.
But I mean, I feel like Kyrie is going to stay in Dallas. I think that's where he wants to stay. I don't think Kyrie wants to go to another team. That's just in my personal opinion. I think he's tired of shopping around. I think he's tired of going from team to team. I think this is his last hurrah. This is the last team that he plays for, in my opinion. And I think Dallas and Dallas had the money to spend for him. I don't think anybody's going to match the offer of $275 million. Especially if he wants to go to a contender and win another championship. I just don't think any of those teams have $275 million on 5 years to give him that type of money.
I mean, what's going on in New York? I mean,
they got Brunson, though. I doubt they.
Oh, they just paid Brunson. Yeah, that's something crazy. They don't even have the cap space. Even if they get rid of Julius Randle, they still won't have enough for Kyrie Irving.
I thought Julius Randle was a free agent.
Even if they did, but I'm saying he's a free agent, but I don't think they still had the salary cap to give Kyrie 5 years, $275. I just don't see it.
So
he also has to play somewhere.
The top 5 teams with the highest salary caps right now are with cap space. You got the Rockets, you got Indiana, you got the Spurs, Detroit, and Orlando.
And all 5 teams are not playoff teams, not championship ready right now.
I mean, then if you go top 10, now, the last 2, Mac, you got the Knicks and the Grizzlies. But the thing is, like, I don't see Kyrie and Brunson playing together. I ain't good.
That's the way Brunson plays the game and the way Kyrie plays the game. It's not going to work.
Which man, look again. If he becomes a facilitator first, he goes into the point guard role, let Brunson slide and stay on the scoring role, and use Kyrie as the second option. So when Brunson runs in and he gets stuck in traffic, instead of trying to shoot a bad fucking shot, pitch that bitch back, let him shoot.
It's just that they want the ball in their hands, bringing up the ball.
It doesn't matter who brings up the ball.
And Kyrie likes to drive to the basket. He likes to create his own way to the basket.
Okay,
that's what makes it good for Kyrie. But Jalen Brunson, he wants the ball in his hand as well. So it's going to really somebody's going to have to take somebody's going to take a lesser role.
Exactly. You think Kyrie's not going to?
No,
I'm not going to lie.
The way his ball handling skills is absolutely not. Forever, you can put Jalen Brunson at the 2 and put Kyrie at the 1 because of his ball handling skills.
Think about it. He's not even willing to take the backseat to Luka. You think he'll take the backseat to Jalen Brunson?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he takes the backseat to Jalen. Not no Jalen Brunson at that. He could be like, my name Kyrie Irving. I won an NBA championship. Like, I got some of the best ball handling skills in the game. I'm not taking no backseat to no Jalen Brunson. I'm just not.
I mean, look. Yeah,
I can see the Memphis Grizzlies more than New York, though. I can see the Memphis Grizzlies more than New York because as of right now, Ja is out for 25 games. But I mean, how still that's going to work with Kyrie when Ja Morant comes back? So that's another question in itself. How does that work? Do you put Marcus Smart on the bench and have him come off the second unit if Kyrie Irving goes there?
No, you put Marcus Smart in the 3.
But mind you still have Brandon Clark and Steven Adams coming back. So how that works?
You act like they can't split minutes down when it's
Brandon Clark is smarter. I don't know how you're going to try to. Listen. Brandon Clark was
but
good
can you
for
say
them.
that when you got Steve, you got Jaren Jackson? That's kind of tough.
What's his other name? The guard.
Desmond Bain.
Yeah,
It's gonna be him. And really, right now, if Ja Morant started the season, it will be him and Desmond Bain in the backcourt.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. So if you go and you pick up a Kyrie, now you got a Kyrie there. You got a Marcus Smart as a flex 6th man. You can flex him in at the 3, or you can flex him in as the 6th man. Then when Ja comes back, all you're doing is rotating. What's his name out? The third wheel.
I say you flex him in as a 6th man. I mean, because the reason why they were the number 2 seed in the West because they had the length at the time with Steven Adams and Brandon Clark. And when they went down, they didn't have that length. They didn't have that because Brandon Clark can play that 3 or that stretch 4. He can play the 3 or the 4. So I don't know how. I mean, Marcus Smart would have to come off the bench in some way somehow, or you could bench Brandon Clark and have him on the second unit and put Smart in there. But it would put Smart in there with Kyrie and Ja and with Desmond Bain. That still makes the Memphis Grizzlies small.
You gonna start the rookie week 1?
Start the rookie week 1?
Mm-hmm. You said Miller. You're gonna start Miller week 1?
No.
So you want him coming off the bench, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you get in Kyrie, you still have Desmond Bain and Ja. That's 3 guards on the floor plus a Marcus Smart, which is not big to play. I mean, he can play the 4, but he's too small to play the 4.
Yeah, he's not going past.
Marcus Smart is the 3. He's a 1-2-3 player.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Marcus Smart's going to have to come off the bench because you're going to have Ja, Desmond, and Kyrie out there.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you're going to have to put Marcus Smart on the bench.
And that's the thing about Marcus Smart.
That's tough too because you don't have any defense.
He'll play any role he needs to play to win, bro. That's the thing about Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart ain't no fucking diva. And that's why I think that was a great move for them to go get him because that's what they need. They need a veteran presence. And then when Ja comes back, he needs a big brother that's going to tell him the right things. Like, that's why they went and got Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is a good big brother. And I don't care what you say about Mr. Floppy, whatever you want to call him, but bro is a stand-up cat. Bro is a stand-up cat.
No. I never said nothing about him. Yeah, he's a stand-up cat. One thing I can say that he will call you out on your shit. That's one thing I can say about Marcus Smart. He'll definitely call you out on your shit, especially when he was down 3-0 to Miami. He definitely called out everybody on their shit.
Like,
basically.
I mean, let's keep it 100 here. Like, bro, I mean, I think that was low key. That was one of the most underrated moves of this offseason. And coming into next year, like when we get back into the playoffs, we'll see exactly how much dividends. Because trust and believe, if your boy is averaging double-digit points, you're gonna hear shit. You know you're gonna hear shit. Because you talk that shit about him. You talk that shit.
Oh, you talking about Marcus Smart?
No, I'm talking
Yeah,
about
I talk that shit and I back up my
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I back up my shit. I said what I say. And what?
I can't wait to do them play-by-plays, man.
Yeah, but hey, see, at least we know if you're wrong, you'll call it wrong.
Yeah, I call it. Yeah, one thing about me, I will call that shit wrong. I'm like, listen, I fucked up, but prove it. Prove it to me first.
That's what I'm talking about.
Prove it to me first. That's the type of person that I am. Like, if I feel like if I'm saying something and y'all disagree, listen, like Deshaun Watson, prove it to me.
Yeah,
Prove it to me week 1. If you can beat the Cincinnati Bengals on opening night, prove it to me.
Oh,
I was wrong.
Whose house are they playing? Are they playing at the Browns?
They playing in Cincinnati, I think.
Oh man,
That's
Oh,
why
no, they're in Cleveland. They're in Cleveland. It's Bengals at Cleveland.
Okay, well, I mean, they got a shot. They got a shot because maybe the dog pound will give them some juice. But like I said, I see it being like a 2-possession game. It's not going to be a complete runaway because the Browns have a defense. But I feel like the trio and the tight end and the running back, like that offense is too damn juiced to stop everybody.
Orlando
Either they're going to run on you, or they're going to pass on you, or they're going to do a little bit of both and burn your ass up. Like I said, that's my division. I know. And for the Browns to win, the Browns would have to damn near pitch a shutout.
Agreed.
Well, that's all our topics for today, folks. Matt, D-Hop, y'all got anything else?
Well, make sure y'all, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, man. We're trying to get to the 3,000 subscriber mark on YouTube, which is the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. So make sure we get to that 3,000 mark on the Darion Hopkins Show. Make sure you follow us on social medias, which is Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the social medias at D Hopkins Show, TikTok, D Hopkins Show. I will be live tonight, which in in 45 minutes for Nothing But Raiders podcast, episode 24. We're definitely going to talk about the Josh Jacobs probably holding out to week 1 and other topics as well over there. So check out my boy Leo and Chris. We're going to be over there at 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. And that's basically it for me. Oh, I'm sorry. Audio podcast, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. We always have the audio podcast is there as well.
Don't forget SeatGeek.
Oh yeah, see y'all on it. Y'all on it, but make sure y'all go to SeatGeek.com and use that promo code D Hopkins to get $20 off your first purchase for all live events, sporting events, you name it, we got it there. So get your $20 off your first purchase on SeatGeek.com.
Let's get it, man. Friday, we will be live, bro.
For free agency.
We gonna see, man, the moves that's upcoming. James Harden is, see James Harden. I didn't get to ask about Cal, but we'll talk about that on Friday. What you say, Matt?
What time does free agency start? I know
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, right?
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Then you want to start it at we'll start it at 5:30. Fuck it.
Yeah, we can start at 5:30. And we'll see what happens with there, man.
Look, I'm gonna have to get me a bottle.
Listen, go ahead. It's 100% raw uncut over here, brother. I don't care. I don't care. But thank you, Bug, for trying to host this thing down for me, man. I gave you the lead on this one.
Appreciate it.
I mean, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. But I'm gonna let Mac take the lead tomorrow.
Oh, Big Mac, Mac attack.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't always the most computer savvy person.
No, listen. You just gotta come on here to do the intro, and if I just come on here and do the topics, I do the intro and all that other stuff. But you running the show tomorrow as far as the topics go.
We're gonna have a bunch of games and a bunch of fun shit. That's what we're gonna do tomorrow.
All right, bet.
We gonna keep it real. And you know what? We gonna make our own list. We gonna make our own list on the show. Fuck CBS. Fuck them dumbass writers. You overpaid assholes. CBS should be paying me for my takes. Okay, at least I more entertaining than that bullshit. You cowboy loving fuck faces.
Well, I mean, they Cowboy loving and Cincinnati Bengals loving. You
Well,
see,
I
the
mean,
last
there's
two,
no-
the last
no,
two, the last two rankings that we did, Cincinnati was the number one.
No, but you have to respect the Bengals for what they are and what they have. You can't tell me that Mixon, okay, the wide receiver trio, all right, then you got Hurst as a tight end. Then you have a good offensive line that now just picked up and solidified that line with Orlando Brown. Let's be honest here. On every level of that offense with Joe Burrow, come on, man, get them boys their due. Get them boys their due. Like they're top in almost any category, to be honest. Like when you're talking about top 5 in the league offensive line, top 5 in the league running back, top 5 in the league wide receiver core, top 5 in the league quarterback. He went to a Super Bowl already. Lamar Jackson ain't even made it to a fucking championship game, right?
I get it.
That's why I'm saying, like, you got to give respect where respect is due.
I get it.
But Ravens gonna sweep their ass this year. We gonna sweep the shit out of them.
That is a hot take. Y'all heard it here first.
Bro, that's one of the main reasons why we picked up Rocky Ya-Sin.
The only thing I'm gonna tell you about Rocky Ya-Sin right now, the best ability is availability.
Bruh.
That's my only problem with Rocky Ya-Sin.
We need to get you that on a shirt.
Bruh.
The best ability is available. Listen, I could get that done.
Yo, 3XLT, that's my side, right? I'll inbox you the you know what I mean?
We need that.
I definitely, yes, for damn sure.
We need
All
that.
right, say no more. I'm gonna work. Listen, I'm gonna be up there. Listen, I took a nap, and I ain't even listen. Shout out to my cousin Andre. I know.
By this time next week, I'll have my logo up for you.
Shout out to my cousin Andre. His birthday was today. I did not make it because I took a massive nap. Massive nap.
Shout out Andre.
Happy birthday to
man.
to my cousin, man. He turned 37 today. So he's around the same age as me. So shout out to my cousin, and shout out to everybody that came through the show, man. Nothing But Raiders podcast. I'm about to head over there at 8:15. So make sure y'all in the chat for that. If y'all have any football questions, it don't have to be just Raiders. If you have any football questions, just put them in the chat, man. Put them in the chat because I got an idea for y'all behind the scenes too. I think we should do as well. But I got an idea. But comment, like, and subscribe to the channel, man. I got everything from here, Bug. I'm definitely gonna, send it out. We out here, y'all. Same time, same place. Peace out, y'all. One.